Hi guys, today I am making honey challah, and it's a traditional Jewish bread. Traditionally it's braided into a circle, but I have not mastered the circle braiding, so I'll be doing it in just a straight braid. And the ingredients are really simple. It calls for water, yeast, honey, oil, eggs, salt, flour. And if you really like the taste of eggs, this bread is just for you. It has a little more of an egg flavor than other breads that I've had. And the instructions are not exactly how I make my bread. It suggests using a mixing bowl and an electric mixer and a dough hook, but I am a kind of a traditional kind of cook. I don't like using machines if I can avoid them, so I will just be stirring it up and kneading it by hand. And this recipe comes from the Taste of Kosher, and I will link the recipe in the description. The first step in making this bread is to combine the water and yeast and honey, and I just kind of stirred it around a little bit. And after you kind of sense that everything is pretty well stirred up, you just let it sit. Generally, I wait about 5 minutes for the yeast to do its magic. The recipe says that once it's frothy, that is the point where you'd want to add in the oil and eggs and salt. So kind of you can follow the recipe, or you can just kind of use the timing that you're used to with other breads. That works as well. And we're adding in 2 eggs into the mixture, and I just kind of stab them with the spatula to get the yolks to break, and then just kind of stir it around. If you've got an electric mixer, you can just let the mixer run until everything looks pretty well combined. And the next step is to start adding the flour. The recipe calls for 8 cups of flour, and it says to add in the flour 1 cup at a time. And then you just kind of have to use your own intuition how much you actually add. You might add more, or you might add less. The recipe says to just keep on adding the flour and stirring it and until the dough pulls away from the sides of the bowl. So if you've made bread before, you've got a pretty good idea what's a good consistency. And do keep in mind that you will be braiding this bread, so you want it to be a good consistency so you can work with it a little bit. Once you've added in all of the flour that you're going to add, and it looks like the dough is pulled away from the sides, this is the part where we're going to let it rise. So cover it with a damp cloth, and you're trying to get the dough to double in size. The recipe says it'll probably take about 45 minutes, but that depends a lot on the temperature of your room. So just keep an eye on it and wait for it to double. I actually did mine about 1 hour and 15 minutes before it would actually look like it was doubled in size. And how you braid your bread is really up to you. I'm not really skilled at braiding, so I just do it in a strand there. You can do it in a circle if you're a little more skilled. That's a skill I'm still trying to work on. And once it's braided, you can top it with some egg. And the instructions say to just let the egg kind of sit and dry, so you can add the entire egg, coating both of your loaves. And after you've got all the egg applied to the top, you're just going to let both of your loaves sit a little bit till they're doubled in size. The instructions don't say exactly how long it's going to take, so I use just the 45 minutes. And I baked the loaves for about 40 minutes. The recipe says 35 to 40 minutes, and 40 minutes was just perfect. And I just love how they look. I just love that golden brown look to them. And I think challah is just a really fun bread to make. And during Amazon Prime Days, to advertise a little bit for myself, I'm going to be giving away my ebook. What I'm hoping is to get a few more reviews on my Amazon page. Right now I don't have any, so I thought it would be fun to do an ebook giveaway and just get my book out there. If you've got a certain Amazon account, you can easily read it, for nothing with your Kindle subscription. But I think this would be a really good opportunity for people that don't have a subscription of any kind and just want to read it. And I would appreciate any book reviews that you guys write up for me. I would certainly appreciate it. And that's all I have for this week. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.